Hi guys, and welcome back to our backyard bushcraft. Today we have a super quick and easy session on just basically insulating our debris hut. We do have a lot of insulation on our debris hut over here, as you can see, but when it's coming to just leaves, there's always an extent at which it is not going to be 100% waterproof. So that's what we mainly want to deal with today. So what we've got here is, if I can turn you around, we've got a whole bunch of pine branches. We don't have pine trees in our yard besides cedar trees, but they're all dead and don't have leaves. So as I've been collecting wood along the road, anytime we see pine trees that are down and missing their branches, we've been picking up. Unfortunately, we only have enough to do a small section of our debris hut today, but we're going to continue to do it as we're collecting wood. When we find more, we'll grab them and add. What is awesome about using pine branches is if anybody has pine trees around during the snow, you can see how well the trees actually collect the snow on them because of the density of the needles. So it's going to have the same exact effect on our debris hut. Other awesome advantages of it is they keep away bugs during the summertime. Something, I have to do more research into it, I don't know exactly what the compound is, but something about what pine trees give off with the piney smell. Most bugs, such as mosquitoes, do not like that. But it is really good as a bug deterrent, so that'll also be an advantage of this. I have some brown and some green. The green leafy branches are definitely better, but the brown will still add some insulation. And certain branches will last longer than others, but it does keep up better than the leaves do when it comes to that kind of thing. So we're just going to add some to it and keep on working on this debris hut.
There that collapsed in a little bit. We feel it.
Oh, that's not good. Of course, right as we finish with all the pine needles.
Well, no, it's not like that. It's just the rain collapsed out a little pocket of leaves.
And see, another thing that the pine needles will help with is preventing that collapsage, I don't think that's even a word, of the leaves.
Yeah, mostly, it's like Velcro to the leaves.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah, pretty good though.
Alright.
You can tell it come down here in the rain, and it's definitely wetter around the outside than it is in the actual hut itself. So
Yeah. So it's starting to work. Wish we had moss around here. Moss is one of the best.
Yeah, we don't have much insulation materials around here besides the leaves.
Yeah. So collect while we're out. Always a scavenger. So Chris is starting a new fire style while we're down here. He made a birch tree ball from the bark. Look at how cool that is. So is it full of tinder in the middle of that ball?
Yeah, just little pieces of it.
Yeah.
From the birch bark.
So it's kind of cool the way it formed together like that. So he's going to use that as his little bird's nest, and then add the cedar tree kindling around it. Yeah, did I say birch tree earlier?
It's a birch ball, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's what you said. Pretty sure. Break up some of this small stuff.
And around it.
Alright, so the little pocket open so we can light the birch down in here. And that birch is wet, but I tried a little piece, it lit right up.
For the sunny day that we're having now, it has been raining the past like 3 days. The ground's very wet and everything.
That did not need air yet.
No.
Just let it burn, see if that birch catches.
Right.
The cedar catches pretty good too. I think it might just go by itself. I didn't need to touch it.
Right. Oh, my hand's getting shaky. Sorry, I'm weird. Yeah, I think it's gonna go. I'm concerned as if the big pieces will catch before it's done burning out.
They are. There's a lot of little cedar stuff.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, I can see a little bit in there. Hey guys, so today I figured I'd take one moment just to embarrass myself a little bit. I'm going to be going to get my pistol permit soon because he thinks I should have one, but all I've really ever shot is rifles. I've used a lot of pellet rifles and that kind of thing, but I've never used pistols before. So for Christmas, he got me a little BB pistol so I can practice shooting a pistol before I go to get it. It is a Smith & Wesson, and it is a MP40. It does 480 feet per second. It's CO2 powered and does BBs only, not pellets. So I took it out yesterday on Christmas and shot it for a couple minutes before we headed to the family's house, but I'm actually going to try shooting it a little bit now. So I figured I'd let you guys see how bad I do at my first time shooting a pistol. I did hit it. That was me. Thank you, not him with his scoped rifle.
I missed. I tried to be quick.
Hey, so I hit a can. Let me try again. I don't know if I even have anything left in the clip. Bastard. Yay!
Nice.
Ah! So again, with the pine trees, these trees are so amazing with all their functions. I've got to do just a full video completely on pine trees and all the cool stuff that they can do. But the other day I got some pine tree wood from trees that were cut down when I was picking up wood off the side of the road. I know we can't burn it inside right now with all the sap, but we can use it for outside or anything else. You know, it's free wood. But whenever you're looking at pine trees live or cut down, sometimes you can find balls of sap on the side of the tree that have seeped out and stuck to itself to the side of the tree. One of the trees that cut down, this all came from one spot off of a tree. If you can see how big that ball is in my hand, that is all pine sap that leaked out of one of the logs. One of the great properties of pine sap is it holds a flame amazingly. This is something you can use in wet conditions to get a fire started if you can find it. You can obviously use the sap for glue too. You can use it for torches, anything where you need a very long lasting flame off of it. So I don't want to waste this just for a test, but I just wanted to show you. So I'm going to pull off a very small piece on the tip of my finger. Now if I ball this up, you can see, if I can get it to focus, how small of a piece that is on my finger. So I'm just going to stick that on the rock, as long as you can see where it's at. Oh, it didn't come off me. Where it's at. Just take the flame to it for a second. And you can just watch it go. And how long that'll sit there and just flame.
You can see it starting to turn into glue, because you know you got to heat it up to turn into the glue, and you can see it just turning into a liquid.
Because at that rate, I could take 2 logs, wipe that over it to put the flames out, spread it across real quick, and it's almost like a hot glue. And then when it cools down, it'll have that really stickiness to it.
Okay, keep going.
I mean, it just, and that was the teeniest little spot. So you find a ball like this and you keep it in your pack, think how long that could last you in a wet condition for starting fires. I mean, it's just, my God.
That sap is still moist itself. It's not like it's dried out, been sitting next to a fire or anything. It's gooey and moist. I mean, it's...
And another thing I'm seeing, too, look at how black the smoke is that's coming off. I mean, granted, you would have to have so much for, like, a signal kind of thing, but it is making a very, very black smoke. And it's just still going. Ooh, sorry. Oh, okay, apparently the zoom doesn't like to focus very well on this. There we go. Sorry, guys. Thought that would be better, but...
Might take a second.
It's just still going. I mean, if you needed a torch to get somewhere and back really quickly and just needed a long-lasting flame and you didn't have another material, I mean, spread this all over the end of a stick or metal.
Wet kindling and stick it in there. It'll hold the flame a lot longer than you having to sit there and hold the lighter, or if you don't have a lighter, you know, any kind of flame to it. It'll stay burning.
It is just still going. I almost feel bad making you sit here and watch this whole thing, but I want you to see how long this really goes.
It's definitely just another wild tool that's good to carry with you.
Yeah, if you ever find it, pick it up, because you never know when you're going to need it.
Same thing, birch barks, you know, anything. Birch I used to start this fire was same thing. You light it and it just lasts for so much longer than you expect this little flaky bark to last for.
Yeah, and birch is because of all the oils in it, actually, is what makes it burn. Is birch bark is a very, very oily bark. Oh, starting to die down a little bit. And out, but it's still got a coal on it. And that was the teeniest bit, barely the size of my thumb, and I have small hands, decently small hands, so very cool.
So we decided to spend the night in our debris hut. It's about, what time is it, you think?
I don't know, I should have my phone on me. It's 5:55.
5:55. It's going good. This camera's working a little better in the light.
I figured it's super nice out. Got to test out the low light on the camera. And I've got a little food to cook.
So we're just hanging out.
Drink a little.
Yeah. Ooh, focus is going out. But yeah, testing out the low light. It works pretty good with, you can see in the firelight. Right now I have a flashlight. It can definitely see better than our old camera, even with the flashlight. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. The flashlight makes it, you know, I got the flashlight just held under the camera right now and it's working great. I can see fine.
Yeah, because my last camera, as some of you know, I mean, I got to a point where once it was dusk, it was like I can't take any more videos because it was just such certain quality with it just being pitch black the second the sun went down at all. It was terrible. Because it's a photography camera. It just happened to have one setting where you could take videos if you wanted to. It wasn't,
Yeah, so we're going to make some food and we'll see how spending the night out here goes. Should be pretty comfy. Got a tarp down with our sleeping mats and a sleeping pad on top of that. Some extra blankets since we're right at the house. We got both our sleeping bags on top, so it should be nice and comfy.
No sense to suffer if you don't have to.
Oh yeah. So I mean, as you can see, we got our food, we got our pack, some mudslides.
White Russians.
Yeah. Fire blazing right now. I can take you inside our camp here. Hold on one second. Bear with me.
See what our view is here.
Our view from inside. Sleeping. Got the lantern up top. Hanging, making some light. That's the left side. So we got my gun right at the door.
Mama cat's around here somewhere. I heard her meowing earlier.
Yeah, she was climbing up the rock pile over there earlier. The focus goes in and out.
She'll be our guard dog for the night.
Oh yeah. But alright, so we're gonna cook some food and we'll check back in with you.
So Mama has come in. Hey Mamas. Oh, doesn't like the flash. I figured that was gonna happen. That's why I drew it on. No, it's alright. She's a little nervous with the fire because it's such a small opening to come between the fire and the door. I'm trying to see if she wants to sleep in here with us. So, we have found the secret to Mama Cat. Unfortunately, the light isn't coming in yet. But, oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, here you go. Oh, easy. Nums. We're cooking her a hot dog. She's so excited. Hold on.
I just had one. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's what caused her. She smelled it easy.
She like growls as she takes it.
Right. It's great because you do have to be careful with her because she's been outdoors so long. You can tell she's still wild. Like, I'm careful when she starts getting really lovey and love biting, unlike, you know, a house cat that she might get too rough. She doesn't really know how to, like, knead your leg without digging into you and clawing you. But she's better behaved, honestly, than my house cat. She comes when you call, she listens, she stays. Oh, Mama, was that the whole thing? Oh, no, there's another little piece. Yeah, oh, that's too big. Say, Mama, what are you trying to do to me? There. What are you all done? No more hot dog? Oh, jeez. No. Oh, Mama Cat has finally settled. Mama Cat!
She's still working her way in.
Yeah. Say, I'm comfy now. She says, why the fuck do you have this light in my face? Okay, we'll take it off of you. Oh, let me settle. Oh, there we go. Nice. Good girl, Mama. Okay. We're cooking our dinner. Not sure what time it is at this point. But, what time is it? I'm actually wondering. Since it's a holiday week, we decided to spoil ourselves a little bit, and I've got a shrimp ball here that I'm cooking. And all we did was wrap it in tin foil, and we were actually having a small conversation recently, or a chat with the Crockett, about all the awesome things that you can do with simply a sheet of tin foil and how light it is to carry in your pack. He had a great idea about using it around our trail stoves so that it's not always blowing out in the wind and that kind of thing, making a little windshield out of it. Tin foil is awesome. Right now we just wrapped our food in it, to cook it over the grills, and if you didn't have a pan, even if you didn't have a grill, you could stuck that right in the fire to cook it. A lot of times with foil, depending on the heat level, you know, you don't need a thick barrier to be able to pick it up out of the heat if you didn't have a tool to do it, because it's not going to burn your hands. It doesn't soak up the heat that much. I mean, there's just so many different things you can do with a roll of tin foil, even, you know, using it as a reflector for signaling or anything to that effect. So as you can see the light that it's shining off of it into the camera with the dark. But yeah, so we're going to cook that up. It should cook it nice and good and let it get a little crispy on the outside, but keep that moisture in there and everything so that the bread stays nice and soft and good. So we don't have it directly over the flame. I have it off to the side a little bit so that it'll cook a little slower and get all the way through. We also have some flounder that we're going to do after. I just wasn't that hungry, so we're just going to do the one for now and make that later. Mama Cat is still settled in here with us. We're super comfy. The fire is doing great to put the heat off on us. Another great thing was I ran up front for a minute and I came back down, and I mean, even from, 50 feet away, you could not at all whatsoever from the back side of this debris hut tell that the fire was here or anything. No glow in the sky with the way the rocks are around it or anything, so it's a very stealthy little shelter for nighttime at least. So.
And that means our insulation quality is getting pretty good. Otherwise you'd see all kinds of holes from light and everything.
Yeah, coming through the debris hut.
The fire's practically in our debris hut.
I'm leaning over for stuff in the back, and I gotta keep remembering to watch my feet and not have them in the fire because of how close it is and everything. But we've got the good rock shield for when we're sleeping that we can put up across the front of this here, so it'll block it off about like that or so.
Or I can put it over the top if it's a very sparky fire. If I don't want leaves to catch over the top, I can just put it over the top. And it also helps project the heat forward with the rock over the top. Nice big piece of flat stone. It's holding the grill down right now too. Holds everything steady.
Oh, and another thing I've been meaning to mention too with debris huts like this, or anytime you're using a litter of sorts to surround yourself in. We're not worrying about it today because it's winter time and the bugs aren't out. But during the summer, things like this will get extremely buggy. So what you want to do is just light some really green stuff or bark, something that will sit there and not burn, but will sit there and smolder. Put it inside the debris hut and let it smoke it out for about 45 minutes or so, and that should be sufficient time to get all the bugs to leave your debris hut for you to sleep in for the night. If you're staying long term, you know, do that every couple of days or so, and it should keep the bugs out. Again, as we said in one of the other videos, the pine is also really good for keeping the bugs away and that kind of thing. I even put pine in your bedding underneath, that kind of stuff, so...
I did smoke this out in the fall when we built it.
Yeah, when we built it, we smoked it out. But yeah, I mean, even if... Oh, did she? Hey, mamas.
She hates the light.
Hello. I don't... Well,
you're screwing up my night
she's
vision.
nocturnal and she's all confused. Hi, mamas. She's like a little alert system. Perks up anytime she hears something we can't hear. What?
Don't claw my leg.
Stop picking up the light too much. There it goes. Taking off, mamas. At least she seems to be getting more comfortable, like, coming in and out. That's what's important to me. She doesn't need to stay, but, you know, I don't want her to not be afraid of the fire and stuff, because she should be, but I want her to know that, like, when we're here, she can come in and out and not have to fret. Fire's burning good. I don't know if I should, like, flip this thing over. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. That's been over the fire. I just grabbed that tinfoil, no problem. Pull it right off. I mean, to an extent, still be careful. It will get hot over time, but you're usually pretty safe to... And that's why I also curl it up like I am, so it makes little handles for me to grab onto, but it's still sealed. Tinfoil. Now cooking our flounder, luxury camping, but this time rather than making a ball, you can use the tinfoil just like this, and I made my own little pan with walls so that I could dump a little oil in there. And obviously if you were trail camping or anything and you didn't have oil, you could always just melt a little bit of fat down and it would do the same thing, and that way it'll crisp the fish up a little bit and moderately fry it. Wow, sorry. The light just reflected off the tinfoil into the camera. Oh shit. Yeah, so just cooking some flounder, relaxing. We've had a couple more drinks. This fire is freaking great for radiating the heat back onto us. And I got some new thermals from my extended family for Christmas, and they're absolutely amazing. They've kept me so warm. They're fleece thermals and everything. And between that and the fire and the wonderful weather today, it's supposed to be a low 28 today, which isn't bad at all. So, or tonight, excuse me. Yeah. So super comfy. Relaxing. Luxury camping. Yes, here. Mama cat. So comfy, she didn't get the light off me. She's purring.
So it's morning. Our first night sleeping in our backyard bushcraft debris hut. Sun's just starting to come up. Not sure exactly what time it is now. It's somewhere around 6 o'clock. Fire went out last night when I fell asleep. Like the third time I woke up. It was going all night until the morning, and it finally went out. We used some of these new, got these wet fire cubes. If you can see them that good there you go. But yeah, I just used one of them to start it back up, to see how they work, give them a try. Normally I like the stuff, you know, you find out in the woods, doesn't run out as much as this kind of stuff. You know, I got little, like 5 cubes in there. But it works just like the pine sap, you know, it takes a flame real easy and it stays lit for a little bit. Crumbles up real easy, you don't need a knife to scrape it or nothing, I just crumbled it in my hand. But it seems like the pine sap would probably burn longer, but this stuff does light right up. It made it a little bit easier. I had like one tiny little nothing of a coal in there, so I tried putting some little shavings on it. It didn't light up, so definitely helped. Did the job. Just threw a little pile of it underneath some cedar chips that I split up and dumped the rest of it on top. I crumbled the rest of the cube on top of the cedar chips and put some bigger stuff on that, and it lit right up. So, yeah. But I'll check back in with you as the sun comes up. Hopefully some squirrel come out. It's a little lighter out. You can see slightly see into here. This thing focuses in the low light. Doing good? Yeah, no, I can see you, I can see everything, so it's doing good. You gonna say good morning? You gonna say good morning?
Oh, good morning.
There you go. She can never get out of bed.
Hey, I was already up and out, thank you very much. This is getting back in.
Yeah.
I have my jacket on or nothing asleep.
Still got some wood piled up. Brought some in a little closer to the place so I could reach it. I never even had to get out of bed. Reach right over, grab the wood, throw it in. Toilet paper hanging. Easy convenience.
I've got to do some trimming in here.
Yeah, there's some sticks poking in your face in some of the places. On her side, at least.
Sitting up when you wake up and sitting directly up into a bunch of branches poking into your face.
Yeah, I noticed that was going to be a problem. I asked which side you wanted to take. You chose that side, so.
Yeah, I know.
I did move some of the branches before we went to bed.
There's just like 2 that I have to cut.
Yeah, so they're still just waking up. Sun's a little farther up. It's coming. But, yep.
Alright, we're all finished and packed up pretty early. We were pretty warm, but we want to take off early because we're going to go try to do some day hiking today. We'll probably pull the camera back out and take some videos where we go while we're out, and we got to stop and do a couple of errands along the way. But it was nice to just spend some time outside without having to go anywhere. So, and it was a beautiful night, 28 degrees, but still quite warm. So, it was a good night, and we'll be making more videos, and we'll see everyone soon. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your week.
See you soon.